Hello to you and welcome to the fifth training unit of the Leadership and Responsibility module. In this course, Pedagogic and Administrative Duties of Teachers, Principals, and Pedagogic Inspectors, we will identify together the educational and administrative responsibilities and functions of the teacher, the principal, and the pedagogic inspector in the Cameroonian education system. To introduce the training unit, we are going to take a step back and remember our biology lessons when we were still in secondary school. Why remember that today? Because we can make an analogy between the educational system and the human body. Indeed, our body functions in a whole, where each organ has its function. The brain leads, the heart sets the pace, the liver and the kidneys filter, etc. Each organ is essential and has a say in the overall functioning of the body. A problem that occurs with an organ can lead to total dysfunction of the body and even death. Likewise, the education system is a whole, and each actor has a specific role that is essential for the overall functioning of the system in order to ensure the success of the students. To this end, each mathematics teacher must demonstrate a good understanding of the roles and responsibilities of the various actors in the system for better collaboration and great synergy between them. Because when each actor performs their duties properly, each student benefits greatly. So who are the actors in charge of education and administration in secondary schools? What are the educational and administrative functions of each actor? If the teacher is the main guarantor of the quality of education in Cameroon, the state is responsible for its organization. To this end, there is a set of texts defining the various actors or groups of actors within the staff in charge of teaching and administration in secondary schools. The text includes Order number 336/14/Minisec/CAB of 12 September 2014, Decree number 2012/267 of 11 June 2012 on the organization of the Ministry of Secondary Education, Law number 98/004 of April 14, 1998, defining guidelines for education in Cameroon, the new status of the teachers, Decree number 2000/359 of 5th December 2000, and Decree number 2002/040 of February 24, 2002. Text 2001/044, signed in 2001 on the attribution of school administrators. The Handbook for subject heads of departments. Actors of pedagogic duties. The different actors or groups of actors in charge of pedagogy at various levels in secondary education are the teacher, the head of department, the vice principal, the principal, and the pedagogic inspector, which can be regional or national. The teacher. The teacher is the foundation of the education system, and if the foundation is strong, the house is strong. You are therefore the most important actor in the education system as a whole because you are the base. Great power implies great responsibilities. You are the main guarantor of the quality of education in our schools. That is why you must ensure the pedagogical training of learners through being present in schools to teach, participating in pedagogic innovation or renovation, preparing and delivering lessons according to the evolution of knowledge, continuously monitoring students' learning, filling the class record book at the end of each lesson. The head of department. The head of department is first and foremost a teacher. This is why, cumulatively, with the teaching duties, he or she must fulfill additional duties. Here are some of the functions of the head of department. Coordinates the elaboration of scheme of work for the subject, ensures the implementation of the directives of syllabuses in the schools, communicates instructions from administration to members of the department, gives necessary guidelines and support to teachers, especially beginners, keeps colleagues informed as to what is going on in the department, shares experiences, especially on new ways of teaching, manages the resources, books, kits, etc. for the department, allocates teaching assignments to colleagues, observes lessons of members of the department, liaises with the regional inspectorate for pedagogic information, organizes pedagogic day or pedagogic week for lesson study within the department, calls regular departmental meetings according to Decree number 336/14/minisec/CAB of 12 September 2014. This falls under the supervision of the principal and under the stewardship of the head of department. The departmental meeting takes care of the pedagogic and material issues related to the application of the teaching syllabus, scheme of work, and pedagogic research. It also analyzes students' performances and proposes remedial measures. The vice principal is the primary collaborator of the principal. His or her duties, according to Article 35 and 36 of Decree number 2001/041 of 19 February 2001, bearing on the organization of public schools as follows. Under the authority of the principal, the vice principal is in charge of the implementation of pedagogic roles, notably drawing up of the timetable for teachers, controlling the scheme coverage and syllabus coverage for teachers, regularly reviewing records of workbook, the logbooks, reviewing students' work and keeping parents informed, draw up work schedules and supplementary hours for teachers. The principal, Order number 336/14/minisec/CAB of 12 September 2014, defines the pedagogic responsibilities of the principal as follows. The principal, in addition to other responsibilities, should give priority to teaching in every action and lay emphasis on both quantitative and qualitative coverage of syllabus. Ensure a close pedagogic follow-up of activities related to teachers, guidance, counselors, and students in the school. Ensure that the library is well equipped with recent books that are in conformity with the syllabuses. Ensure the quality of sequential evaluations. Ensure that workshops and laboratory equipment are efficiently used. Make available pedagogic materials. Ensure that regular consultation meetings are held at all levels of responsibility in the school. Put in place measures to bring about an improvement in school results. Pedagogic inspectors, national and regional. Decree number 2012/267 of 11 June 2012 defines the mission of the inspectorate in Articles 8 and Articles 102. The roles and responsibilities of regional pedagogic inspectors include regularly organizing training seminars and workshops, animate and carry out pedagogic monitoring, regularly inspect and evaluate teachers, organize teaching practice, seminar and pedagogic conferences, develop, produce, and distribute pedagogic documents and resources, promote and share results from research work, validate documents produced by teachers, vulgarize best classroom practices and experimentation, help teachers participate in distance education, follow up the redeployment of teachers. The roles and responsibilities of national pedagogic inspectors include definition and elaboration of syllabus and teaching methods, regular monitoring and evaluation of the syllabus, teachers, textbooks, and didactic materials. Carry out pedagogic inquiries at the regional levels and in schools. Put in place a research program with a Teachers Resource Center, the CAAP. Disseminate research results and innovations associated to experimentation in mathematics. Follow up and evaluate distance training of mathematics teachers. Follow up, train, and evaluate student teachers from the higher teacher training colleges. Follow up continuous professional training of mathematics teachers. Recommend teachers support materials. Below are formats of forms to be used by inspectors for planning of their activities. The different persons or groups of persons in charge of administrative duties at various levels of secondary education are the teacher, the general supervisor, the vice principal, the pedagogic inspectors. Administrative duties of teachers. The administrative duties of a teacher include: take daily attendance of students, fill the assiduity form, fill the logbook, attend staff general assembly meetings, department meetings, department councils, class councils. Carry out other duties as assigned by the school head and the head of department. The head of department calls and chairs all departmental meetings, forwards the reports of the meetings to the school head and to the regional pedagogic inspectorate. Administrative duties of the general supervisor. A general supervisor is the deputy head of the establishment in a general or technical and vocational college. For this purpose, he fulfills the same functions as a vice principal in a high school and replaces a principal in the event of his absence or impediment. In a high school, the general supervisor is responsible for maintaining order and discipline. Administrative duties of the vice principal. The vice principal should, among other duties, maintain general school discipline, taking into account all texts in force, control students and teachers' assiduity, collect and analyze documents such as schemes, timetables from schools. Administrative duties of a principal. The principal should, among other duties, ensure the school respects the calendar of the school year, respect instructions related to registration and admission according to existing texts, wage a permanent war against drug abuse, violence, influence peddling, collective hysteria within the school campus. Make sure the prevention of sexually transmitted infections such as HIV and AIDS and others is effective in schools. Ensure hygiene and sanitation in schools. Invest in planting flowers. Ensure the purchase of first aid drugs for the well-being of the students. Carry out sensitization programs on good governance and wage a permanent war against corruption. Ensure the respect of the secular nature of the school. Involve various stakeholders in the activities of the school for a harmonious functioning of the school council. Respect calendar for the forwarding of periodic documents. Uphold and respect the disposition in different texts about education. Ensure follow-up of all departmental meetings as well as the actual teaching. Summon a general staff meeting and regular administrative meetings of the school. The only person for signing and for certification of documents going out from the school. Administrative duties of the inspectors. The administrative duties of an inspector, among other duties: initiate correspondences, validate pedagogic documents from teachers. The regional pedagogic inspector contributes in the appointment of heads of departments, follows up the posting of teachers to schools. Conclusion: the education system is a complex whole, but like the human body, which is made up of organs with specific functions, the education system is made up of several actors with specific educational and administrative functions, allowing the whole system to fulfill its educational functions of the nation. Imagine that your heart ignores its beating function, your lungs that of filtering air, your kidneys that of purifying your blood. How will your health be? This is why, as a mathematics teacher at the base of the education system, knowing the administrative and pedagogic functions of the actors in the system is not a choice for you. but an obligation, because the effectiveness of the system is strongly linked to your ability and that of other members of the system to work in synergy. As you know, coming together is a beginning, staying together is progress, working together is success. Don't forget to share your ideas and questions in the forum. You can also go to the TTP Community of Practice platform via the following link in order to discuss with the members of your cluster. Alone, we go faster, and together, we always go further. See you soon in the next training unit.